Hi, it's April. Hello, it's another art journal video. This is my fifth one out of 10 art journals that I'm aiming for this month. If you've been following along, you'd probably notice the difference from my previous journals. The first three were a bit chaotic. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just expressing myself. But since the start of the fourth one up until now, you can actually see that there's clarity on my journals. Probably because since I've been doing this consistently, and as I've been telling you even before, that art journal has helped me so much when it comes to anxiety or dealing with my fears and all those things. This has truly helped me. So I guess since my last journal, I felt okay already. So I was just happy doing art journaling. And since art journaling is an expression for me, I can really see that my journals now are a bit happier, more brighter. Anyway, what's happening here was I started off with a clear stamp. I just added a very light ink on it just to give a rough texture on the journal. I didn't prime my journal just so to test if there's really a difference if you prime it or not, which I noticed there is, because if you kind of actually prime your journal, especially if you're using a mixed media one, you'll see there's a difference between the smoothness of the paper. So here, I want to focus with a collage for this spread, and I got this paper from a packaging that I bought a few years ago, and I really like the pattern of it, so I thought I want to use it as a focus or a focal point of this journal. So I just cut off the patterns or the elements that I wanted to use, which is the bee, and then some of the elements also from the paper. And I left a lot of empty spaces for, well, not really for writing, but my usual style of journaling is I'll add a quote that I wanted to be reminded of. So this one is just a simple type of journaling, but then I added few more textures using a brush pen. This is probably one of the quickest journal spreads I've created. I did this for about 30 minutes or less than an hour, or perhaps I've practiced limiting myself to create something just about an hour. So it doesn't matter if it's pretty or if I like it or if it's chaotic or ugly, just as long I did something. Aside from the time that I limit myself, I also limit myself from using a lot of materials. So I try to use at least 3 and maximum of 5 materials that I can find easily in my room right now, which is accessible as of the moment. And then prior to that, I try to look for a quote or a saying. Well, for the 10 journals that I'm aiming, it's more of a Bible or God related quotes. So since I aim for 10 journals this month, and then I also put in mind that I have to use less materials or whatever is just accessible in my room, I kind of noticed that my system when it comes to art journaling became more efficient. Aside from that, I kind of enjoy the process now as well, rather than overthinking on how to go about this or what to do about this design or the journal spread. So here I'm just writing the quote that speaks to me as of this moment. And just like I said a while ago, this is more of a Bible or God related quotes. So I'm using a Sharpie fine tip because I know Sharpie doesn't smudge on any surfaces. And since I didn't prime this journal, I know for a fact that it might get smudged if I use a different pen. So that's it for today. And as you noticed, though some of my drawings or markings are a bit chaotic, but as you can see overall, this spread, at least to me, doesn't really look messy. Alright, I'll see you again on my next art journal video. There won't be any studio vlog for now because I haven't been spending much time on my studio, and there is really nothing happening when it comes to studio related things. But I do hope you're enjoying the art journal videos, and I'm also adding a journal with me. I'll also aiming to create a video about watercolor, so I'm quite excited for that because I really miss watercolor painting. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions about art journaling or about materials, just don't hesitate to leave me a comment below and I'll try my best to answer them if I can. Bye! Have a great weekend.